Alright, so for this video, this is a much more technical advanced video. This is focused on our new Hiva batteries for all of our new models. The 20 amp hour and the 15 amp hour are both the same size. And so in this imaginary scenario, for some reason a customer or a service shop suspects that the battery is at fault for an issue. Easiest way to basically confirm or isolate the battery is pull the affected battery out, put another battery in, doesn't matter if it's a 15 amp, and see if that resolves whatever issue you're having with the bike. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to the affected battery and we'll go from there. So let's say we have the affected battery now. First thing I would do is to plug it into a charger really quick and watch the green light go from green to red when you plug it in firmly all the way. That way you can assure that it's not in deep sleep mode. Make sure your battery is turned on and then see if it powers on your bike, or maybe it's not a power issue. Maybe something cuts out, or you have low range for some example, or it's some strange error code. Then we'll go to more advanced steps. But let's say deep sleep, charging your battery, doesn't resolve it. Check and make sure there's no battery gap. Look at the connections video I made and make sure all your connections are fine. The more advanced step would be to open up your controller box. And if you open up your controller box, here's an example controller. This is your motor cable. You would basically want to make sure every single connection is seated. Specifically, this is your XT60 connection. This is for your battery, so you want to make sure this, it usually will have shrink wrap around it, is fully, there's no damage to the cables, it's fully seated. This is your communication cable. You want to make sure there's obviously no damage to any cables here. This would be like a rear light. This would be like your wire harness, and this would be your pedal assist sensor. And this one is your motor cable. And so you'd want to check all those connections, and if you still have an issue there, then we're going to check to see if your battery is discharging. And so to do that, you're going to make sure your battery is turned on. And then you're going to get a multimeter, put it into DC power mode, and you'll see on the bottom of your battery you have a positive, a 1, a 2, and a negative. So we're going to put the black into your negative, the red into your positive, and you'll see that there's 53 volts. So what this tells you that the battery is at least discharging power, like there's no blown fuses, there's nothing wrong internally, so you're getting power here. Next thing we're going to check is we're going to leave the negative in, and we're going to take our positive and put it in 1. And you'll see here it shows 2.4 volts. And then we're going to take positive out, put it in number 2, and you'll see it also shows 2.4 volts, which is good. So this is your communication voltage that we're checking. It's supposed to be between 2.2 to 2.4. If it wasn't, like let's say it was 0 or 0.6 or some other number, 1.5, for example, it means there's a short and it could cut power and there could be some issues or strange things happening in your communication. But for this case, it's all good. So we're going to reinstall the battery, make sure your deadbolt's all the way down before you slide it in. I'm going to gently slide it in, push firmly on the top, and now it's locked in, and now we're going to turn it on. We're going to power up our bike, because with our communication you can actually see some pretty useful info about the battery from the display. We're going to hold the up and down button to go into settings. We're going to want to scroll over to information, go down to battery, and enter here. So you can see like your battery temperature, for example. You can see some charge, some other stuff. But what is really important for us is you'll see starting like D01 here, you'll start to see the cells, and you'll see the voltage of all the cells. And you can see all 14. So why this is important is it allows you to very quickly check if for some reason one of the cells is out of balance. Like let's say, so these are all good, they're all basically the same, which is what you want, or just within only a couple numbers from each other. But let's say one is like 2000, for example. That's a problem. That means you know right off the bat that there's an issue with the battery and it's going to need to be repaired or replaced. So that's the more technical aspect of it, and hopefully this will help you with your battery diagnostics.